Hello there folks, this is Illyrian Kingdoms, and today we will be looking at some of the Illyrian origins in a slightly more generic aspect. Unfortunately, we won't be going into too many details due to it taking some time to build. Okay, now let's begin the video. While there are still open questions regarding the Proto-Illyrian, Thracian, and Greek migrations into the Balkans, there are three DNA haplogroups associated with the Proto-Illyrian settlement of the Western Balkans. The first one is a subclade of the most typical Western Indo-European haplogroup, R1b Z2-3. Samples of this haplogroup were found in the Eastern Hallstatt culture, which is associated with Proto-Illyrians, and was also present among Mycenaean samples upon their migration to the Balkans. The oldest sample found in the Balkans, North Croatia, is from approximately 2700 BC. It is probable that Illyrians carried this or similar subclades. R1b leaves open questions, though. No R1b subclade was connected to Illyrians specifically. In 2017, the solution to that was most probably found in the samples of two humans found in Dalmatia. The male carried the Y-DNA haplogroup J2B2L283, and the genome of the female was very similar to that of the male. The timing of the sample coincidences with the Proto-Illyrian settlement of the Western Balkans, and reconstruction of the haplogroup led to the likely explanation that J2b was the most distinctive Illyrian haplogroup. The ancestors of the J2b and rib carrying Indo-European Proto-Illyrians would have left the Volga region due to the expansion of the Subna culture at the time, the same event thought to have caused the Proto-Greek Mycenaean migration to the Balkans. B today is concentrated among Albanians to a solid extent, although being present in large parts of Greece as well, most likely due to the Arvanite population that migrated down. In Athens and other parts such as Corinth or Sparta, even in places like Thrace and more. Lastly, while not Indo-European, Proto-Illyrians settled the Pannonian Basin and the mountains to the west, the aforementioned Eastern Hallstatt culture, prior to migrating to the Balkans. There, Proto-Illyrian probably intermixed with pre-Indo-European EV13 carriers, who settled the Balkans up to modern Czechia, with a concentration in modern Hungary at the time. Upon arriving in the Balkans, the Proto-Illyrians would have carried EV13 as well. Proto-Illyrians would have carried other haplogroups as well, for example G2 subclades. But these three are connected to them and attested currently. Now a little side note. Upon checking the maps, one can see a little island of J2b in what is Russia today, in particular in regions inhabited by Chuvashs and other related peoples today. A possible explanation is that the area may be connected to the area of origin of J2b carriers, and the place where they merged into the Indo-European subgroup, which later formed Proto-Greeks and Proto-Illyrians, among others. There are theories linking the pre-Indo-European arrival of J2b in proximity to the Indo-Europeans to a migration of J2b carriers across the Caucasus, thousands of years prior to the Indo-European migrations. This may explain the presence of the haplogroup in northern Eurasia, its connection to Indo-Europeans, and the difference to other J haplogroups like J1, which arrived through Anatolia and not with the Indo-Europeans. Needless to say, all three mentioned haplogroups have the highest concentration among modern Albanians and, to a lesser extent, Greeks, followed by Montenegrins, Bulgarians, and North Macedonians, whose ancestors were in large parts made up of pre-Slavic inhabitants of the region. Thank you for watching. Part 2 will be out soon. Please like and follow for more.